In this video, Bill Maher absolutely flames Whoopi Goldberg for being against free speech. Look, this is a really good one. I'm not going to lie to you. Without further ado, get your popcorn ready. Let's rock.
I want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week before.
Sure.
So she was, everybody was like, oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma. First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no fucking thing as karma, okay? Get over that. Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. They just happen to coincide. But can I just say this? I had on last week Ira Glasser, former longtime head of the ACLU, talking about free speech. Whoopi Goldberg, who, by the way, I hope is still a friend. We can disagree with each other. Should not be canceled or put off her show, as much as I totally disagree with her crazy statement. Free speech. She should be there. She shouldn't get a timeout.
Not every single thing has to be for everybody.
Right.
We can have platforms that have stuff on them that not everyone on that platform or who consumes stuff on that platform enjoys. And The View is a particularly weird place to do a cancellation.
It's called The View?
It's called The View. It's not called The Facts.
Yeah, but
It's
isn't it interesting that it's called, I mean, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago.
That doesn't mean you can't present facts on The View. Just saying. Back to the video.
But it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America.
But
There is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit in the corner.
That's correct. I think that's not actually, you're right, the name raises questions, and certainly there's been some much covered internal politics on that show, but I do think that, you know, there is space. Even that show does have space. When Whoopi said what she said, there was quick pushback from other panelists. They were like, oh, I don't know. Actually, I think that might not be right. That's it. Mission accomplished. We talked about it.
Can we just understand that part of our sorry racial history in this country is that the point of view from a black person is often going to be very different and sometimes shocking to a white person. I pulled the quote from when Whoopi defended Michael Vick. Remember Michael Vick was the football player who was electrocuting dogs? Yeah. And I'm a lifelong PETA board member, you know? Okay. And also someone who believes the Nazis.
You know, Bill brought up an interesting point. I just want to interject real quick, you know, especially on The View, as them just voicing their view. And I like what well, I don't like what she said, but I understand it. Where, yeah, that is flawed and kind of what Bill's saying, but not saying, but I'm just going to say it. You know, I'm going to be honest. It just seems like if you're a Republican or if you're on the right or anything outside of what their agenda is and what they believe in, you're going to have a heck of a time on that show. I'm just going to be honest with you. If they even just start smelling the Republican out of you, you're going to have a hell of a time. Back to the video.
We're very racist. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But here's what she said about Michael Vick. He's from the South. This is part of his cultural upbringing. For a lot of people, dogs are sport. Instead of just saying he's a beast and he's a monster, this is a kid who comes from a culture where this is not questioned. Okay? You see the point here? Again, I don't agree with her on Michael Vick, but we grew up in two different worlds, which the white people imposed upon the black people. They are going to sometimes have a very different opinion. And the answer is not to make them sit in a corner for 2 weeks. That is insulting. It's so insulting to make a 65-year-old, I mean, the person at ABC News said, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. Reflect. How insulting for someone of her age, who's a sophisticated person, and the impact of her comment. There is no impact. There aren't neo-Nazis waiting for the green light from the lady on The View to go out and do a new crystal knot.
Yeah, no, that's so right. And the whole point of free speech is we don't need free speech when we're right, when everyone agrees with us. We need free speech when we're wrong. We need free speech to make mistakes. We need free speech to say really unpopular things. And one of the reasons I'm always proud to come on.
But real quick, the problem is, and I'm not saying that this guy is wrong, but the problem is, no pun intended, but they don't admit when they're wrong. There is no, oh, okay, you know, I hear your point, but you don't hear that. Like, literally, show me a clip. Somebody send a link to a clip where they say that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Because it's lit. And again, I don't want this to be a view bashing video, even though it kind of is. But I'm just being honest. That's all it is. If they change, you know, and they do things a bit better, then, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it at the end of the day, right? Back to the video.
This show, and I suspect you feel the same way, Catherine, this is the only space left on television where people can speak freely and not be terrified, right?
Yes.
And you have, you know, and I just want to say that, you know, I'm conscious that you have the scars on your back for fighting to keep that there from 9/11 right
sure
to
I'll get them tonight.
years, right? And it's hugely to your credit that you fought to do that.
Thank
that
you.
is hard.
Finish your thought. No, let him talk.
All right. So real quick, right? Reel it on in. What he said at the end there is actually very important, but I don't disagree. Not saying Bill Maher's show isn't a place for that, but really what's happening is the YouTube is a place for that. The internet is a place for that now, because now that, you know, a lot of people are switching from cable to now watching YouTube, watching channels like mine. You know, I'm not pushing any agenda on you guys. I'm literally saying, put in the comment section what you think, right? So I don't have to force anything on you. And I just state the facts based on the way I see it, right? And it can be challenged. Maybe I'm not always right? But what I will not do is push an agenda on you guys. I will never do that, ever, right? So that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you headbutt the subscribe button and kick the like button for more. Until next time, peace.